Watch, I'm gonna give you some work. I'm gonna give you some work on
You're
Steph.
Stephen Curry, I'm Kyrie
work.
Irving. Who won in the finals? Who won in the finals? Block that! I blocked that ish on you, bro. Give it back to Irving.
Oh,
pull up three. That was a terrible shot, but you know it's Irving, so it's in. What's good?
Man. All good. I'm still up.
Bro.
What's good?
Woj.
Woj bomb?
Dropped a bomb on us.
Let me check that.
Oh, Timothy. Hey,
Yes,
Timothy,
nice.
bro.
That's what I'm talking about, bro.
Oh, it's not bad. 16 mil.
$4 million a year. I
Yeah.
like that. Not bad. Okay, that's a good role player, bro.
Wait.
Mitch is doing a good job. What?
Wait, hold up.
16 mil a year?
16 mil a year?
What the Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Sami, aka Laker Boy Ace.
What up, everybody? It's Laker boy Waldo back at it again. Timothy Mozgov, man. If that was your reaction, you're not alone, man.
And if you're saying that wasn't your reaction,
You would lie.
you're damn liar.
Me and Sami had the same exact reaction, man. That actually was very accurate, exactly how it went down.
It was.
But we're here as the Laker guys to explain to you why Timothy Mozgov might not actually be that bad of a signing for us.
Exactly. So, let's start out by, addressing some of the questions that were asked in the live stream we did prior to this recording.
Right. So the first question, Sami, my man.
What's up, man? Tell me.
4 years, $64 million. That doesn't sound right to me.
Okay, let's start out by saying this. I'm not gonna front on you guys and say 64 million is not that bad. It's crazy when you see 64 million next to Mozgov, but I'm gonna try to break it into perspective right now. The cap space is rising, ladies and gentlemen. The NBA just signed a deal with TNT and ESPN, and I believe it's around the $9 billion range, which ultimately means that each team, and I should say the league, is going to get an increase in income, which means that players are going to be making more money as well as the owners. So that basically means the cap space is rising.
Right. In terms of cap space, it's going to be 94 million this year, and 110 million next year.
Yeah.
That means inflation.
Yeah, exactly.
Common economics. Everyone is getting paid.
And
that
that isn't even including the ads on the jerseys that is to come.
Right.
There's
So
a
there's
lot
a lot
more.
of revenue coming in, man. And I mean, just to put in perspective,
Yeah.
Nick Johnson,
Okay.
4-year, $50 million deal.
Oh my gosh.
11th man on the Miami Heat signed with the Brooklyn Nets. That just kind of puts in perspective. Ian Mahinmi,
Yeah.
4 years,
Yeah.
$72 million. Barely played in Indiana. So when you look at Mozgov, you're looking at the 4 years, 64 mil, and you're like, all right, I
It's
get
not-
it. It's not bad. I know, 64 million for Mozgov, but at the end of the day, that's the market value. Mark Stein actually made a really interesting article. He scaled the current free agents and how it goes back into the whole salary cap.
Yeah.
Timothy Mozgov is the definition of the market salary of an average big man right now.
Well, damn.
Yeah.
I feel a little bit better after that, Waleed. Thank you for informing me.
I got you.
But the Mozgov, he is actually going to pan out well.
All right, Sami, my man.
Hit me with another one, man.
Question number 2, bro.
I'm ready.
4-year contract, right?
Yeah.
Gotta be an option in there somewhere.
Well, no, there is not. Yeah. I was hoping there was a team option, but there isn't. But don't fret, guys. You might not agree with me on this, but I think that maybe 2 years down the line, Mozgov could be a tradable asset. His contract's going to be lower. Like you said, he's the average big man right now.
Right.
So in 2 years, he's going to be a little bit below average.
That's interesting. I mean, it's something I don't agree with because I just feel anyone 30 plus who's an average center is not tradable.
Yeah.
But that's a good point. You never know. Mitch Kupchak
Never.
has pulled off crazier things. But I also want to add, there's things called partial guarantees and front-loading contracts.
Oh, I see.
Salary cap is 94 this year,
Yeah.
110 next year, right?
Yep.
So, I mean, the players are getting their money regardless. They don't care what year they get it,
Yep.
right? And
Shout
they
out to
actually,
Mike Conley.
Yeah, exactly. 30 mil.
Insane.
Yeah, but they actually would prefer to have it come up sooner.
Yeah.
So, I mean, let's just say hypothetically, with Luol Deng, also a very good signing me, you feel.
I
4 years,
love him.
72.
I love him. Great
Let's
signing.
just say hypothetically, if it's a $16 million deal per year for Mozgov, we could front load the contract so it's 22 and 24 million for the first 2 years when we're not planning to sign anyone major anyways. And if we want to, the cap space is still there.
And that proposition you made actually makes sense. because the Lakers, nobody's wanting to sign with us right now. So if you
Right.
say we're going to give you upfront money
Right.
immediately, I think that's more alluring to free agents.
Yeah, and it's really important. You guys are saying, why do we even need to give them more money? The NBA rule, especially this salary cap, every team has to spend 75% of their cap space. If they don't, the salary gets adjusted for each player. So basically, each player already on the team will get their salary adjusted increase. So I mean, might as well just dish out your money to someone instead of having the players you already have get a better contract.
Exactly. Totally agree. All right, so we've been really wishy-washy with Mozgov's contract. We're trying to make it seem as if it's the greatest thing. No, it's not. There are cons.
Yeah, that boy has a lot of problems with him too, man.
Yeah, you started out, man. You tell him.
So we're gonna talk about age first. The kid's 29 years old, going on to 30 in about a week.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Man,
It's not even a kid, man.
Jeez.
This man's going on to 30, bro.
Especially someone who rode the bench last year,
Yeah.
and especially on top of that, with our young core, you're asking, why do you need a 30-year-old? Why couldn't we have gone a Biyombo or even an Ian Rahimi?
Yeah, it's
Just at least
plausible.
if they're younger.
It's a plausible argument.
So that's a big con, guys.
And what's even worse about that is his age is high already, right? He has constant knee problems.
Yeah.
So the older you get, the more prone you are to injuries. That's something you can worry about, and it's something that I worry about personally.
Right, yeah, and just to kind of summarize for the people who don't know,
Yeah.
Mozgov, before the start of last season, had a cyst in his knee, right? Got surgery on it, and was rehabbing, but had to speed up his rehab because he wanted to get into, the season, because
Exactly.
they're
yeah.
competing for a title, right? So basically what he did, he rushed rehab, didn't properly heal his knee, kind of led to why he didn't play that much, and also was never fully healed. So that's a huge con, man. You want someone with injury problems? That's very scary for me.
Exactly.
Very.
Exactly.
Alright, Sami, this is the biggest con to me.
Okay.
Pick and roll defense. We both know,
man.
if you play 2K, you know too.
It's a wrap.
Your primary way of scoring in the league is pick and roll. You want a three-pointer? Pick and roll. You want a layup? Pick and roll. That's the go-to play in
I
the
mean,
NBA.
we're in a three-point shooting league. How do you think these players get all these open shots?
Yeah.
They don't all have that
you got
handle.
You got Draymond nudging that screen
Exactly.
for Steph.
Listen,
I mean, it's common.
Listen, Curry's dope. His handle isn't that crazy like Kyrie. He needs those screens sometimes.
Right. And that's 90% of the people in the league. So
Exactly.
that ties into what I'm talking about in cons. If you can play pick and roll defense, that's a major negative.
Big time.
It's
big
huge.
time.
It's huge. You need to learn how to play defense.
Exactly, and that also ties into his age because when you're that old, there's really no more room for
Right.
development. You are who you are. So, take his defense as it is. He's not going to improve, essentially. So what better way to segue into his offensive game, specifically regarding the pick and roll? This guy is second behind Hassan Whiteside.
Right.
That's great.
That's great, man.
Especially considering also we have D'Angelo Russell on our squad. This guy shoots threes also. He's no
Yeah.
joke on there. So
Yeah.
he'll need Mozgov, and Mozgov will be there for him.
Right, and statistically,
Mm.
it's proven that he's the second best pick and roll center behind
Stats
Whiteside.
say it, bro.
If
It
the
must
stats
be
say
the
it, it's
truth,
over.
bro. It must be.
Yeah, no, but honestly, it's very important. I mean, don't lie to me when you think when you heard that stat right now, and we're like, oh, really?
Surprising.
Yeah,
Very
you
surprising.
think someone else would be better at pick and roll,
Yeah.
but no. Statistically, he's had the most success in pick and roll offense. Better than DeAndre, better than Al Horford, better than a lot of these centers in the league. So you guys have to really look at the positives too. And he's a great pick and roll diver, mover.
Yeah, and what that translates to is that he's agile. To play the pick and roll like that, you have to be able to move quickly on the spot. So he's not as slow as people perceive him to be.
Right.
So the next thing, you can have the best jumper, you can be really good at rebounding, you can have insane length. But essentially, if there's no leadership on the team, if the players don't connect properly, they don't have anybody to look up to in the locker room, it's not going to work.
Right. That's an intangible, man. Leadership.
Yeah,
a lot of
big
people
time.
underrated. A lot of people underrated. People just look at stats, 2K rating. But but I'm serious. But you have to think about how important leadership is, especially for a young, growing team like this. They have no sense of direction, man. They have no sense of direction.
I'm not going to say Mozgov is going to go in there and be a Draymond Green by leadership. By no means.
No.
Neither are you.
No.
What we mean by leadership is essentially somebody that is a veteran presence. Somebody that he's won a championship. He's been there with LeBron. He
Right.
knows what it's like to go deep in the playoffs.
Someone who could just be like, yo, Russell,
Exactly.
D'Angelo, bro.
That's okay,
Man.
man. It's
Man,
nothing's bad, bro.
Man,
You can't be
need to do better.
leaking. You can't be leaking.
You know, Nick Young Snapchat
exactly,
up in here, bro.
man.
Come on now.
It's like really
Just
bad.
someone like that, I swear. Like, I know we're kind of joking right now, but just honestly, someone like that who could, be a man of wisdom and experience.
Exactly. That's all. I mean, also just a quick thing. D'Angelo Russell thought Roy Hibbert was a man of wisdom. So Mozgov is a definitive
Man.
improvement. Come on, Roy Hibbert. I'm out. All right. So Timothy Mozgov, he's really good at protecting the rim.
Right. He's very well known for defending the weak side, moving, recovering, and that's something that's really important, especially for a young team when mismatches happen.
Oh yeah.
You forget assignments. You get kind of lazy. It's super important to have that, last line of defense who can just swat something out of there.
Exactly.
So I mean, that's something a lot of people also underrate about Mozgov. The dude's huge.
Yeah, he is.
Dude
He is
huge.
big. He is
if,
big.
If you look at a video in the championship parade, LeBron said that was one of the biggest persons he'd ever meet in his life.
So I come down the elevator, and Timo is in the lobby, and I swear, it looked like I seen the biggest human being I've ever seen in my life. I looked at Griff. He said, "He's a big motherfucker, ain't he?" I said, "Absolutely."
So I
Yeah.
mean, that's important to have a rim protector. That's something we really haven't had for the last few years. So.
Exactly. I couldn't say it better myself. So I hope this enlightened you a little bit regarding the whole Timothy Mozgov situation. He's not as bad as he seems.
Yeah, I hope you guys are not that depressed anymore.
Yeah.
We kind of gave you a little bit of pros, but also kind of gave you the cons, so we're not just being wishy-washy about
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
So man, please let us know, comment, please guys, subscribe. We really
Yeah.
need your support.
Yeah, really though. We have a lot of new content coming. Not only are we going to be doing videos like this, but we're going to be uploading skits. We're going to be doing more live streams with other YouTubers as well. It's going to be fantastic. I'm really excited.
Right, so keep an eye out.
And yeah,
Laker boy Waldo out.
Laker boy Ace signing out.
Peace.
Protect.
Alright,
We
yeah.
kind of already mentioned.
Perfect. All right, so this next
Hold on.
Nash freaking out. Oh, I heard another dog. Yeah. Oh, because they have sensitive ears. Is now the time? Much better. Oh my gosh. Yes, no, maybe.